The continuation of today's journey begins with some chaos. Boarding of this flight is messy when many people disregard the priority boarding call of the ground staff. Once I made it through the crowds, I end up in an equally packed business class cabin, which on this flight is completely sold out. The flight takes me from Charles de Gaulle to Jomo Kenyatta in Nairobi, which is a distance of around 4,000 miles, taking us roughly 8.5 hours. Upon arrival, the seat looks nice and bright, as well as spacious and comfortable. Although the seat has no door like you see on other airlines, privacy is not an issue. After sitting down, the crew came over to welcome me on board and served me a welcome drink. Shortly after that, the safety video was shown both in English and in French. Formalities over, it is time for pushback. Once the seatbelt signs are turned off, the crew hands us the menu. The menu is by Thierry Marx, who also runs the 2 Michelin-starred restaurant Sur Mesure in downtown Paris. Oh, and what a treat the food is turning out to be. Like the safety video, the information is in French first, followed by English. As I go through the menu, I find out they have my favorite champagne brand on this flight. I sure hope they brought enough. The dinner service starts with the small snacks and the drink of choice. And as we are above the French-Italian Alps, the crew comes by to hand us the starter. And there it is, the salmon with the small salad. Although I'm not a big fan of salmon, the bread that came with it is great. For main course, chicken it is. Not by choice, but because they were out of all other dishes, but boy was it tasty. Visually it may not be that appealing, but flavor-wise it was fantastic. After the main course there were some sweet treats, and the kind that the French do very well. Important stuff taken care of, we are passing over Zakynthos in Greece. It is now time to take you on a sea tour. On the side of the screen you'll find a coat hook, with right below the button that fires the screen your way. The buttons below the window control the blueness of the window. Seriously, have a look. seat control buttons are limited, but do the job in controlling, amongst others, a seemingly useless light. And the button next to it allow you to adjust the position of the seat. Right below the light is a universal power outlet and a USB charging port. The table comes out at the push of another button. It is large enough, sturdy, and moves around enough to get out of your seat. There is a little storage that also holds the headset and a bottle of water. Sadly, this little cabinet is the only storage in the seat apart from the overhead bins. A small but effective reading light is worked into the seat. On the side of the aisle is an armrest which actually goes down again when you try to use it. Let's not forget the literature pocket, which also holds the safety card. And finally, some more lights but no ventilation in the overhead panel. As we approach the other side of the Mediterranean Sea, I have some time to do some work. When done, it's time for the amenity kit. It's relatively small, but that's fine. Inside are the usual toothpaste, moisturizer, some kind of balm, socks, eye mask, a pen and a toothbrush. With the sun setting over Egypt, it's time for a nap. There is no mattress on the bed, but it turned out not to be an issue as it's comfortable enough like it is. Not long after my nap, the crew came by to serve the pre-landing light meal, which consisted of a vegetable sandwich. While I clean up with a hot towel, I take a last look around the cabin and it's time for the conclusion. The flight has been good, the crew was mostly friendly and the seat was very comfortable. The food and drink were simply fantastic, so the real issue I have is the price. As is the case with Air France's sister company KLM, it is rather expensive. As a result, I don't see myself on an Air France flight anytime soon unless I get a chance to fly there first class. For now, I thank you for watching and hope to see you again soon.